Hey guys. So, how's everybody doing? Today we were actually going to talk about collaborations because, well, it's about that time of week when I talk about something YouTube related when it comes to these therapy videos. So, tonight I did try to do a collaboration with Lord Cylarne, the guy who makes the Ultimate Apocalypse mod, and I thought it was just going to be me and him. And then Master of Raffleness showed up, was actually already there, and a guy named Moral Gray. Neither of which I really know very well. I mean, I've talked to Raffle a little bit, but not really gotten to know the guy. And Moral Gray, I completely don't even know. Like, never talked to him, never met him or anything. And so, everyone was referring to me as her, and it was kind of nice. So we're going to talk about good collaborations and bad collaborations. Tonight, went kind of shitty. And there's a reason. See, Moral Gray talked about making friends with the LGBT community, and I'm not sure if he was trolling or what. But then he said, "Oh, Fiaura's not even a girl." Well, I just saw Tank Girl and assumed he went, "Oh, if you assume that, you'll never make friends with the LGBT community." And I went, at that point, I didn't even respond. I just left the TeamSpeak. Completely. Just left. Seemed like a good enough reason just to leave rather than cause an incident with multiple YouTubers sitting there listening to it. See. Temper, Fiaura. Temper. Win the fights you can win. I can officially say, though, Lord Cylarne is an awesome human being. Because he literally sat there with me for an hour and helped me get the fucking mod to work. Because of my incompetency when it comes to modding. Yes, I am completely incompetent. And Lord Cylarne, if you're watching this, I am officially giving you a shout out. Congratulations. His channel's in the description below. He's trying to get the YouTube thing going, but needs help, obviously. And, you know what? Why not? If he gives me a shout out back, sweet. If he doesn't, I'm not really gonna mind, and I would understand. But I consider him a decent person. He's tried really hard to bring me on board, and I thank him. I don't know that I'll come back. Not after, well, first off, that many people in a TeamSpeak channel, and two of them in particular, don't ever shut up long enough for you to say anything. As a matter of fact, Raffle just talks over you. I can't be in that kind of environment. You know, PTSD issues. Can't have someone talking over me constantly for, over an hour and expect me to react very well. Raffle's a good guy, though, I think. Don't hold me to that. I haven't met him or talked to him that much, but it's enough that I consider him a decent person. Maybe. Depends on the day of the week. He is kind of frat boy crude. And it's a little cruder than I like for my standards when it comes to collabs. Now, that was an example of a bad collaboration. I've only ever had one other bad collaboration. And, I actually took that video down. This is how bad this went. So he sends me the replay for a replay exchange. Amazing replay. AMX 30, absolutely, just kicking ass, walking out with 10 kills and some 10,000 damage. And a medium tank. Great World of Tanks replay. Same day, instead of posting the replay I sent him, he posts the same replay. Now, let me explain something about common etiquette with YouTube and collaborations. Unless it's agreed upon that you guys are going to use the same footage, when you give somebody footage to do commentary on, it's assumed that you're not going to use that footage. Because then, you remove the uniqueness of the footage from the other person's channel. More importantly, when you agree to a collaboration, generally speaking, you try to both post it on the same day, if not at the exact same time. You guys may have noticed that Remlays and I have to do a lot of coordination to try to make sure, because he's in England, to try to make sure that those Men at Arms videos and Blitzkrieg videos come out at the same time. That's actually a lot of coordination between us. And we've become good friends over it. And this is the other important thing about collaborations. You'll notice the people who repeatedly show up on my channel, I'm friends with. Like, decent friends with. But yeah. This guy then gets all uppity when I say, hey, that wasn't a part of our agreement. I don't know why you posted this replay on this day, nor why you posted the same replay you sent me, but you were supposed to post my replay because you said it looked good, and then you didn't post it. And I gave him another week. I gave him a week to post my replay. He responded 4 days later with, I don't fucking care about your replay, at which point I then had to post a retraction of an endorsement for this guy. And then also removed the video of his replay altogether from my channel. One of the few videos I've actually just completely removed. And the only video for non-copyright reasons that I've ever completely removed. So, here's the deal with collaborations. They are by far one of the best ways to get your name out there. With already established YouTubers who are going to put you on their channel and you're going to put them on your channel, and both sides benefit immensely from this. Just flat out. Everybody benefits. It's never a problem or necessarily competitive downside. I mean, you may lose a few views in the short and long term because obviously people have limited amounts of time and therefore have limited amounts of time to watch everything. And so the footage from tonight I've deleted because I'm not going to use it. And I figured I would give Cylarne a shout out because he took all this extra time to make sure I could actually play with them, and it completely backfired. But I feel like I should give him some help because he gave me some help, and you know what? He's been a decent friend to me, at least from what I can tell. He's also the only person besides 40K Theories whom I support on Patreon. Yeah, I have my own Patreon account, and yet there are two people who I provide support to, and Cylarne's one of them. Because I approve of his work. I just wish that I could really take advantage or use his work very much. Now, I do have Ultimate Apocalypse now successfully installed. Now that he sat down and took an hour and some change to make it work. And I may use it. And I'm going to give him credit in every single video if I ever use it. No questions asked. Which reminds me, do you guys actually want to see that? Like, I'm not very good at Dawn of War for a start. I will freely admit that I am much better at Dawn of War 2 than I am Dawn of War 1. Because I like Dawn of War 2 more than I like Dawn of War 1. And some of you are screaming heresy, and I'm like, no, I seriously do enjoy it. I enjoy Dawn of War 2 significantly more than I do Dawn of War 1. And that's my opinion. On their own, they're two different games. They are basically two entirely different games. And I definitely enjoy the playstyle of 2 over 1, where I just take my army, deploy it, and go. As opposed to the base building aspect. Which a lot of people like the base building aspect. And so I'm not one to really argue. Now, another example of a good collab is the thing that we've started doing with Spitfire and Frozy, because that's going to be a weekly thing. Every Monday, we just sit down and do this together. And we're likely going to either get involved in Dawn of War 2 or the Ultimate Apocalypse mod ourselves for those collaborations to continue. And that means that, yeah, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Especially for me. Because it's going to be up to them which one we actually get involved in. I'm thinking do Dawn of War 2. Because it doesn't require any modding to do the arena. And the arena is a cooperative element. And the idea of what we're doing for a YouTube group is to avoid competition. Except for, whoever completed the most towards the end goal. Kind of like a PvE type of environment. That's why we picked Ruby, is because Ruby is a purely cooperative game. There's no benefit to not cooperating with each other or not helping each other. It's strictly a game in which, you need to help each other. And as soon as Space Hulk comes out, ooh, baby, we're licking our lips hard for Space Hulk. And I will happily invite whoever. Now, if Cylarne would like, or Cylarne, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name actually. You may want to correct me in the comments if you're actually watching. I am extending the Monday playtime to him. I know my girlfriend Sophie would have a field time talking about it with him. Just talking about Warhammer in general with him. And I know Frozy would enjoy your presence as well, but that's up to you. We'd be more than happy to have you. Now, yes, I have the largest channel in this case, but Frozy and Sophie are growing fairly well, I think. They're over 200. Both of them are over 250 now, actually, and closing on 300 rather quickly. So I can appreciate that. But yeah, that's collabs. You need to make sure that you have a friendship with the people who you're doing it with. And that you have an air of mutual respect, especially if you're doing non-cooperative gameplay. Which, an example from tonight, clearly there was not a level of mutual respect or understanding that I'm basically a noob at Ultimate Apocalypse. And so I had an Australian guy who not only insulted my gender, but also took the time to personally insult me, and then blitzed my base in the first 2 minutes before he started insulting me with invisible cultists that I had no idea how to counter. I even asked, how do I counter these, and got no answer. And then when I conceded the game, everybody was like, why did you quit? I said, well, because you guys weren't answering my questions. You were still talking over me and ignoring me. And then he went off on the tangent about me not being a woman, which, great job making friends with LGBT folks, Moral Gray. Great job! Hey, I'm brutally honest. And I'm going to explain how I feel about stuff. And, if you don't like it, there's the door. Go take the door. Sorry, I had to look really close on this one to figure out exactly where certain parts end and begin, so I can see where the pink paint needs to go. Yeah, we're only using pink tonight. We're only going to use orange tomorrow. We're gonna blend and mix the purple and use it tomorrow. Because I'm basically stalling to go to the game store and see what I can do about that. But that's the end of this Fiaura therapy video about collaborations. I firmly believe that if you want to grow on YouTube, you need to do stuff with other people. And you need to create friendships when you do it. Preferably as you do it and before you do it. And I just thought I'd give you guys an example of a good collab and a bad collab. So that's about it. I've only had 2 bad collabs, and I've had a shitload of collaborations for those who don't know. I'm going to give special shout-outs now to various folks. Let me go look them up while I zoom this guy in to show you guys the progress. So I'm giving special shout-outs to Bobo Grimmer, Deviant Cage, Fizzy Milk 757, Geogen, I Talkin, Hetty, Manal, Plum Tanker, Pointy Hair Jedi, Predator 458, Psionic Arrow, SC Smooth 1, Striker Australian, Jingles, you and I have an understanding. Not that it's a great understanding, but we have it at least. Virtual Realms and Ranger 1, Uber Dice, Just for Lulz, Lightfoot Freddy, Lord Chipmunk. Hey, by the way, if you ever check out Lord Chipmunk, you seriously should. He's really, really hilarious. Just to listen to. And Gaming Bear. Even though I don't really watch your content anymore, Gaming Bear, nor even leave comments, I'm kind of sad. Oh, by the way, Klaus! Klaus up in the house! For those who are curious, everybody who I just mentioned are people that I didn't mention early in the video that I've done good, successful collaborations with and have working friendships with. They may be more acquaintances in some cases than true friends, but they're nice to have, and that's how I feel about them. By the way, Doodle, I didn't forget you. I just thought I would save you to the end. I hope you don't mind, but I really didn't forget you. Neither did I forget Tanks for the Memories. There's a long list of collaborators. Have you figured that out yet? I constantly look for new ones because it's more fun to make more friends and have people to talk to about games and to tweet at each other and cause absolute chaos. So, there you guys go. Collaborations. Explanation. Why I do them. And why they're a thing. Also, because a lot of you guys wouldn't be here without collaborations, and you know it. So, now that we're at the end of this, here's what I want to see in the comments. I want to know how you found my channel. I want to know how you did it. Let me know. In the meantime, thanks Lord Cylarne once again for helping me get the mod working. And sorry tonight didn't work out. We'll try again. I'm willing to give it a second shot, but we'll see. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, and I'll see all of you guys later. Bye!